Hello internet viewers, welcome to this channel. I'm Xavier, science officer aboard the Nostromo 180286. Look what I have here for you today. This is the latest foray in programming in Python with the help of Gemini. What I wanted was a Gantt chart to maybe sort out and prioritize the things that I'd like to work on of late. Like I started this, it looked pretty plain Jane. I said, oh, can you make it look like the L cars in Star Trek? 2 minutes later, I had something that looked a lot like this. It's amazing what you can get the AIs to do fairly quickly. So I wanted to go on a little bit about what I've been doing of late. I've done a lot of house cleaning. I think an outsider would say I was hoarding, and I'd say I was hoarding all kinds of neat equipment, gears, motors, panel displays, electronics, artwork, radio control, resources, wood, metal, on and on, machinery that I thought, okay, one day I could make a simulator, move the chair that I'm in, give me a sort of a feel of gravity changing as you're going around a corner. Well, you'd want the chair to tilt that way, so you're going around the corner, you're feeling the force of gravity. So wouldn't that have been cool to have all that in a pod? You have no idea what's going on in the outside world, but you're feeling gravity change as you're flying a plane, driving a car, whatever. Yeah, it would have been cool. But looking at what I like to do and in reviewing my life goals, what have I come down to admitting is I'm not going to do all these fancy idea, dream, someday I'm gonna things. I've been retired for 6 years, so I kind of figured, okay, do something with this equipment or give it over to somebody that might. So I put everything out there for free to pick up, and in 2 days, 90% of it was gone. Do I have a tear in my eye for some of the equipment that might have had a better life, better use? Yeah, but after a while, it's sort of like too bad, so sad. If somebody got some money out of it by bringing it to recycling, so be it. I'm not gonna bemoan that fate of this equipment. Hey, them's the breaks. Do I want to leave this for somebody else to clean out 30 years from now, or if I live that long? No, right? So it was time to just pass it on, let somebody else have a crack at it. I do thank everybody that came by and that has participated in this pretty painless. I just went on Marketplace, right? Facebook Marketplace. I dissed Facebook for a lot of reasons, but for Marketplace, boom, people showed up. It was easy for me to post pictures, and in one case, a video of what I was doing. It was pretty painless and quick. That's the way you want to make hard decisions and such happen. I do still have a couple of dump runs to do because people would pick through the stuff and look and, oh, no, don't want that. So that kind of was ignored by everybody else too. There might have been 10 or 12 people here at one time. I think one of the most proud possessions that I had was an operating room lamp array that was still working. It was dimmable tungsten halogen lights, and this guy wanted to use it to work on his trucks and such in his garage. Great. This was one of the things that you could find. $6 million man. It wasn't the actual prop, but it was one like it. $6 million man operating room. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Images. There it is. I had this in my garage. Yeah, that's the one that I had. Beautiful, beautiful piece of machinery. Still worked. Now, how'd I get it? They were throwing 2 of them out. And I thought, oh, geez, I can't let 2 of them go to the trash. Why were they being decommissioned? Well, maybe the metal that was covered with a coating of chrome or something like that had started to peel off. What? Gonna cause shorts? Gonna cause problems like that? Well, manufactured in the 60s, so it might have been 30 years old already. So what do you do with stuff like that that's dangerous? You chuck it, right? So anyway, I went through and cleaned out all the sockets and made everything functional, and somebody's gonna possibly use it. Like I say, I'd been hoarding equipment for years and years and years, thinking, oh, when I retire, I will finally work on these projects. I had a pool playing robot project that I wanted to develop, and I thought, of course it's possible. You know, other people on the internet have already done something similar. There's no doubt about that. So what you'd have here are probably strain wave gear actuators. They did it. They got cameras to detect where the balls were. The robot would adjust, sync the balls. That's kind of what I wanted to do. I had the room, I had the equipment, I had the pool table for years. I finally gave the pool table away. I gave away all the mechanical platforms to give the chance for someone else to do something with it. Now, sadly, most of it was hauled away for scrap, and that's too bad, so sad, but that's the way the cookie crumbles when the right people don't come into your life and take over from where you left off. But them's the breaks. Things that I've gotten rid of, artwork that was doing nothing except being stored in behind shelves and dressers, gave all that away to someone that came around and said, oh, we're $10,000 in the hole, we're raising money for rescuing cats. It's a noble endeavor. So I figured, okay, if they can get $1 or $2 out of everything that I have here. Bunch of Star Trek stuff that I was saving, books, models, trinkets, all that. Anything that I thought, look, I've been holding on to this as if it was life-sustaining. 10, 20 years from now, if I kick the bucket, somebody else is going to have to throw that in the junk pile because nobody wants it, or it's so old or deteriorating. I mean, come on, get rid of it, right? I thank everyone that did come around. One positive note out of all of this, I have a YouTube channel and an associated YouTube forum. This is the YouTube channel that I started. Why did I do that? Just to get in touch with other people that are of similar ilk, kindred spirits, trying to find my people out there on the internet that like to share, exchange. One guy lives in Moncton right here, Polerix, joined the forum. Obviously, I hope it turns into something, but he's making the Voight comp testing suitcase that Harrison Ford uses to test whether someone is a replicant. He's making that. Well, come on. Wow. Do I have anything here that might help you do that? They came over day ahead and combed through some of the stuff that I had here. He was all amazed, thinking, oh my God, 30 years of collecting, what can I use? They went away with a van full of stuff, and I was happy to give it away. The next Saturday and the next Sunday, everything was combed through. People took what they wanted. I think most of it went for recycling the metals. But again, the back shed was full of metal. I gave the go-ahead to several people, and finally most of it went to the third or fourth person that I offered it to. I'm sure he went away with at least $100 worth of copper, brass, stainless steel that others passed on. But if you're not doing that day in, day out, you don't realize the value of everything that was there. What I do want to do is invite you over to this forum. You can state projects that you're working on. Once you join, if you click on a section here and say, oh, I want to create a thread. What am I interested in? Star Trek doors. Okay. Doors. I have Star Trek doors. And I can post a picture there and state what I'm going for, and maybe somebody says, oh, I've done something like that. I used pneumatic pistons to open and close the door. I think he's down in the States in Maine or Boston area. Star Wars Star Trek door, automatic do-yourself operation.
Let's see it work.
That's what I want. Go see his channel. He's got a heck of a lot more done by now. It is incredible. Look at what he's done. Oh my God. He's come a long way.
Hey, did you guys see Dave around? What? Oh.
All right. Have I gone on long enough? I think I have. Thank you for watching. Chime in. Let me know what you're up to. Let's build a community. I'm trying to reach out to people that are similar interests, kindred spirits. This guy I should reach out to, and once I have my Star Trek doors going, show him, yeah, what he's inspired me to push on ahead and complete. If you're looking to do something, if you're wanting to do something, I think my philosophy has changed to be a little bit more outgoing and overt about your intentions, your desires, and your goals. Communicate them to others so that, hey, maybe they can chime in and share their dreams and maybe find inspiration from what you have to say or offer. All right, thank you. Catch you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.